Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to SimAirport, the career. If you're wondering why things look a little different, it's because, well, we had a small problem. The episode I taped last apparently had all kinds of audio issues. So, we're going to have to do this one over again, I guess, huh? Sector not accessible. Why is it not accessible? It's not accessible because there's no one there because it's in the middle of the night. Duh. But there is a conference room now for our sales reps and everything. And we'll see how well that goes. Hmm. Okay. So apparently, why is this sector not accessible? It should be perfectly accessible. It's part of visitors section, right? So you can't. I mean, duh. It's just a hallway. All right, let's do this. Let's make this all visitors reception, and then it'll all be accessible. So there. Okay. And that's all done. And what we'll end up doing probably is putting a stairwell up here and then extending this section further down. We also got a few things rolling in onto gate A4, but we don't have many there. Our goal right now is to do a little more research, I think. So we've got operations operating, and we have to get a COO with an office and do land expansion. I need to get my land expanded. That's next. And we'll also need to, yeah, make that work. So I guess that means it's time for some more walls, right? And we need floors. And zone this as an office. Then we can hire our COO, research land expansion, buy some additional land, hopefully. And that'll be our COO's office. Okay. And now, that means we can research land expansion for an ungodly amount of money. And that will take the better part of a whole day. Okay, cool. And once that's done, we can expand into this next section. We're going to extend our runway so that we can make that happen. And probably put a crossing runway as well. So I suspect in order to buy more land, we're going to end up needing to... Standby gates. Ooh. So our money's coming in. We're getting the things we need done. Eventually, we're going to have to get these additional escalators pointed up here, which means we're going to want to expand our, or we're going to want to move our arcade. Okay, let's keep that time ticking. What kind of government grants do we have left? Passenger experience, a tourist trap, 5 stores, 2 first-class lounges, and passenger airline services. We've got basic and large-scale operations. I don't think we're going to get 10 flights in there, though. Almost done. And we're closing in at this point on the last couple of hours. Let's see what we get. And how much is our next block going to cost us? I suspect quite a bit. Not to mention the fencing. Holy smokes! $500 million plus. Well, okay, guess what? We're not going to need our COO anytime soon, so we can get rid of them. And concern ourselves with making money. Actually, what we should probably do is get a finance VP and take a look at lower income tax and lower property tax. And that would give us 30 to 25%, or 10% by 25%. So when you look at what we're paying in income taxes, I mean, that's... Oof. Yeah, we got a long way to go, guys. I think we're going to have the whole thing built out before we put any large-scale operations in here. Okay, that means what we can do, I guess, next is... and advertising in a day. Now, that's the thing, right? Credit reporting, our financier guys. Advanced security stations. Assign ID check stands to baggage scanners and baggage scanners to metal detectors and body scanners for precise control flow. Remote security stations or remote baggage scanners for more efficient security operations. What's our other technology stuff, right? Research technology, hire a CTO, zone an electrical zone with an amplifier, place 8 speakers. Yeah, just don't see that happening. And although we are making money, yeah, 570,000 is probably too much for this. So I guess our best bet is to go ahead and just look at maybe one more flight. Maybe not. I kind of like the way that morning stuff is spaced. The afternoon stuff gets a little crunchy time. Just because of the time everything has to come in, right? So maybe what we do is get our baggage system rolling over here and get our other gates built first. And then, yeah, then we're making money. Let's take a look at some airline interest. What kind of airlines are rating us high? Aerotime thinks the world of us, right? I have to have 8 flights from this airline to negotiate, right? So how many Lernyville flights do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's go to Lernyville. Perhaps we'll assign something to them. And negotiate. Upsell your contracts by offering additional facilities. Select the number of planes you are looking to negotiate for, a time to block them in, and make sure your airport has the right facilities. Then call the airline to begin talks. If they are satisfied with the service, the more flight they will make. So we're looking at possibly using more small flights. So we don't really need that, do we? We're kind of full up. Yeah, I think we're looking at maybe just starting to finish out the airport here. Let's get our passenger satisfaction up a little bit, maybe. And how are we going to do that? Well, let's take a look at what their unsatisfied environment, boredom. Okay. Environment is going to be first things first, our floors. 7C. And the more floors we have, the better off they'll be. They'll be happier. As you can see, we're loading up the floors. They've still got work to do on other things. So the maintenance crew is hard at work. And shortly they'll have floors for the kiosks and everything else. Well, the environmental percentages are going up a little bit as more and more of the incoming passengers are taken care of. And there's the digital ad display, so yeah. And by running all the sidewalks and everything, look at that. And it's all beginning to take shape. Well, I guess our next stop is going to be to build out the last bits of the terminal, hook up the new the new baggage system to it, run all that out, and then let it run for a while and sell it. But that'll all be in the immediate future. So we'll move on to our next airport shortly after that. In the meantime, everybody, I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please consider giving us a thumbs up, leaving a comment, most of all, subscribing. Until next time, everybody, happy landings. Be kind to one another.